You might have heard that Open Video is here, and it's the first time an actual open weights release shows up with the whole stack. The model weights, the training code, and it generates video with synchronized audio. And the part I care about? I'm running it locally on consumer GPUs. We're gonna find out if local video has finally crossed the line from cool to usable. Because if this is real, it changes the workflow. Synced sound, local control, and hardware you can actually buy. Well, if you find it. Now I'm talking about LTX2, you might have heard of this, which is an open source and open weights model that you can download and use for free right now. There are a few ways to run it. You can run it locally. I'm using Comfy UI here, but there's other ways as well. Whoa. You could also run it through LTX Studio in the cloud. That's where if you don't have a GPU, you can use their servers to run it and generate videos for you. Now here I've got an NVIDIA RTX 5090, which is pretty toasty right now. And that's got 32 gigabytes of VRAM. When you're running large language models or video generation models, they typically need a lot of VRAM. So this one has 32, which is a pretty decent amount. I also want to try it on a couple of other GPUs with different amounts of VRAM.
These markings aren't just random. It's a warning.
That is crazy that you can get something like that now locally, because Sora 2 and VO3 until now have been the leaders in being able to generate videos and really short videos with sound. LTX2 is the first open source model where you can do this locally, and it does a fantastic job at doing that. Now, of course, you don't need to generate sound if you don't want to. You can do straight up video. But while LTX does audio and video syncing pretty well, it's not the only game in town, so I want to compare it to another one called WAN 2.2.
We have to leave. Uncle Richie has started his era.
It's not an era, Nina. It's a phase. It's a phase. He said he was reinventing himself. He's recruiting strangers.
We have to leave. Uncle...
This is a good one. By the way, I generated these prompts using ChatGPT.
Okay, it happened. Mom's gone full feral.
No, she's not feral. She's exploring
You
a
don't
hobby.
understand. She's not even making coffee anymore. Come on, fight. Dinner!
Mom's gone feral. But look at how well the lips synchronize.
Okay, it happened. Mom's gone full feral.
No, she's not feral.
There's three characters there and they all have their own parts. This is pretty cool. There's the prompt if you're curious to reproduce this yourself. Now, if you zoom in, yeah, it's not perfect, but I haven't found any video generation model that's perfect yet. And they look good enough when they're in HD. So that's 1280 by 720. Now, what this does really well also is speed of generation. I've been playing around with this. This is generating a 10-second video. 10 seconds, which is pretty decent. I'm gonna try to push it a little bit more. Let's go with 361 frames. So it's like a 24 frame per second video. Frame count must be divisible by 8 plus 1. I don't know why. And let's run this. So I'm looking at a couple things here. One is the GPU spinning. Whoa. Yeah, it's getting pretty loud in here. That's some serious work being done right there. So that's a 15-second video, an HD video, which is 1280 by 720. And to see if it can do a whole video that's coherent without breaking up. Also, how long is it gonna take? Now, this usually takes less time to create a whole video than OpenAI's ChatGPT takes to create an image. I may not be 100% right on that, but it takes a while to create an image in ChatGPT. It's about to get real toasty in here. It took 115 seconds. That's less than 2 minutes to generate this. Let's see if we have anything funny.
Okay, it happened. Mom's gone full feral.
No, she's not feral. She's exploring a hobby.
You don't understand. She's not even making coffee anymore. Come on, bite. Diner!
What? Okay, that was a little bit weird, but the start of it was fantastic. It looks like a TV show from the 80s or 90s, but still, that's when they had HD TV. Mom looks a little bit small there, but I'm not judging. She gets up, then she starts running, being all crazy. I think overall, this is pretty impressive. And it is a 15-second video. Now, if you check out LTX2 on Hugging Face, you'll see a couple of different models available there. This that we were running just now is a 19 billion parameter model, and it's the FP8 quantization. So it runs really well on NVIDIA processors. There's also the FP4 version, which is smaller, as you can see. It's about 7 gigabytes smaller, and it's supposed to be a little bit faster. And then there's the full version, which is 43 gigabytes. I actually was able to run the full version on the 5090, but I did not see huge improvements because I'd expect higher quality, but I didn't see that. So Comfy UI allows you to change these things pretty easily. Instead of FP8, let's go with that one. And this is probably going to complain about memory, but let's try it out. This is the original unquantized BF16 version, by the way. Folks, that took 160 seconds and it ran the full BF16 version, which is 43 gigabyte model. That's pretty cool. Not sure where it fit it, but somehow it worked. Let's see if this is any different.
Okay, it happened. Mom's gone full feral.
No, she's not feral. She's exploring a hobby.
You don't understand. She's not even making coffee anymore. Come on, bite, bite. Diner!
They had the little comedy music at the end. So I didn't think that that was much better quality than the regular FP8 version. I want to push it a little bit more. So I'm going to change the frames back to 241 for a 10-second video. But what I want to do is do a 1920 by 1080, so full HD. I don't know why the mom keeps yelling diner instead of dinner. Ooh, that's hot. LTX2, by the way, comes in text to video. It also comes in image to video, which we're gonna test. You might have seen a little bit of that already, but here's another version. This one took a little bit longer because it is a full HD video. Let's see.
Okay, it happened. Mom's gone full feral.
No, she's not feral. She's exploring a hobby.
You don't understand.
Guy's
She's not even
picking his nose. What the heck? Why is he picking his nose?
full feral.
No, she's not feral. She's exploring a hobby.
You don't understand. She's not even making coffee anymore. Come on, bite.
And who's that?
Dinner!
Oh,
Okay, it happened. Mom's
she
gone full
broke
feral.
that thing. Seriously, there's like a random guy just standing there. It looks good. By the way, that guy looks a lot like Bob Odenkirk from Breaking Bad. You can tell that this is full HD. You can see all the details of things on the counter, the reflections, the leaves outside. That refrigerator has way too many things on it. This model is pretty impressive so far. Now, there is another model called WAN 2.2. WAN, that's how you gotta say it. WAN. And that's the last open source model in the WAN family. Now, does it create good looking images, the 14 billion model? Yeah, it does. Here's an example of that. I'm gonna rerun this right now. Beautiful young European woman. This is the default, by the way, the default prompt that comes with the template. So yeah, I decided to keep it. This is a soundless model. So you're just gonna get the video output. So we're gonna compare it to see how long this takes and how long it takes to do the same exact prompt using LTX2. And we'll compare and you can tell me if you like one better over the other one. This is still running. The only other time I've tested video models was a few videos ago. And the reason I don't do it very often is because it takes such a long time. Not that I'm lazy or anything, but LTX2 is really changing this game. I was able to try out many different versions of this weird animation for the beginning of this video. Here's another weird one.
GPUs.
But I was able to iterate over that much faster, and that's kind of important to be able to do that. Okay, 294 seconds is 4.9 minutes. Not that long, but still, this was also a 16 frame per second video, so you'll be able to tell that. Now, it is good looking, and not just the subject matter, but the video. It looks good. It looks like, you know, hair and smiling, and it looks like a realistic video. It looks good. 294 seconds though? Yeah. No audio? Let's try the exact same prompt with LTX2. By the way, I did already run this, and this is the result. I'm gonna run it one more time because I lost the timing on that one. And they're both 5-second videos, okay? 50 seconds, less than a minute. We got the same lady though, interesting. Oh, I didn't change my my seed at all, so let's see that. Yep, looks good, 50 seconds. Looks pretty realistic to me. Which one do you think was better? This one or this one? Let me know in the comments down below. Now, these are all text to video models that we've been testing so far. Let's try an image to video. Let's take a famous scene. And if we go to the LTX documentation, they have a prompting guide here. So I'm gonna just copy that. Let's go to ChatGPT. Based on the following image and the prompting guide that I'm gonna paste in, give me a good prompt where the character says something funny. Let's grab that image, paste in our prompt. I don't know what it says, but we'll see. I want to make it a slightly longer version, so 241 frames, and let's go. 76 seconds, let's see what we got here.
I'm wearing these sunglasses to look intimidating, but honestly, they're mostly so you can't see my eyes buffering.
What? So the consistency is actually pretty good. And the fact that we know he's a Terminator, he could have some skin imperfections, right? The glasses are very well done. The transparency is there. They look pretty realistic. His skin becomes progressively worse as time goes on, but but overall it looks pretty decent. And that is doing audio. Synchronized audio is just fantastic. Also kind of creepy that he's talking about his eyes buffering. There's some kind of psychic connection going on here between the different AIs that know that this is a Terminator. Now, can this work on a 5080, which has a lot less VRAM, 24 gigabytes? Let's see. Keeping all the settings exactly the same, doing the exact same clip. I'm keeping the 241 frames there because this is a 10-second video, which is pretty decent. And the longer the video, the more demand is on the VRAM. There's two levers you can tweak to take advantage of the VRAM that's available. One is the length of the video, and two is the resolution of the video. So right now, I kept the length of the video the same and the resolution at HD to see if this card with less VRAM can handle that. This GPU is a lot quieter than the previous one. 168 seconds, which is quite a bit longer, but let's see what we get.
I'm wearing these sunglasses to look intimidating, but honestly, they're mostly so you can't see my eyes buffering.
Creepy. Way creepier. So it took a little bit longer, but it was able to actually do it on a 5080. 5060? If that works, I'm gonna be pretty amazed. This GPU only has 16 gigs of VRAM. All right, that's a 5060 Ti. Sorry, I misspoke. I think we need to have him say something else. But other than that, we'll keep the settings the same. Well, that took a little bit longer, 325 seconds. And by the way, not only is each one of these GPUs that I tried smaller and smaller VRAM, but they also have less and less memory bandwidth, which is also contributing to the speed difference that we've seen between the generations. Let's see what we get.
I'm not saying I'm a hero. I'm just saying the Wi-Fi stopped working right after I showed up.
Why does he look like he's about to sneeze? Also, that sounds nothing like Arnold. Now, besides these full models, which you can find here in the templates, all you gotta do is search for LTX2. If you're using Comfy UI, you have image to video, text to video, canny to video. This is from edge detection. They also have these distilled versions, which are less resource intensive, so you can try those out as well. And when you're done, you can use some kind of upscaler to go through this and give you like a 4K 60 FPS version if you really want to. So here's supposedly an upscaled 4K version of Arnold sneezing. Just a possible workflow. You can probably also use one of the Comfy tools to do upscaling as well if you want to. Now, because this is private and local, you can essentially do whatever you want for video generation, and your data images aren't going to be used to train models in the future. So this is pretty cool, and I'm a big fan of having these run locally. Now, LTX also has LTX Studio online, which offers a whole bunch of other things, like you can generate the videos, generate images, storyboards, video editing. They even have audio to video, which I kind of wish was available offline as well as a model, but maybe they'll release it later. I don't know. So far, pretty impressive model, LTX2. Let me know what your thoughts are about it, and if you've tried it already, down below in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.